Next summer, he's going to be going down in his very own Hill 16, blaze of glory in Croke Park. But until then, we're delighted to say we're halfway there and living on a prayer with Jon Bon Jovi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Patrick. Look at all those nice people. Thank you, brother.
By the way, you have never seen our house band so excited in their life. There they are. How did they do?
Awesome. Those high notes they're not easy, are they?
Look, we're delighted to have you here.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
You have been coming here for long and many's a day. You're back in Croke Park next year. Are you as excited as this lot are?
I am. It's been too long. Looking forward to be back on the road, and the first place in the world that I come to announce it is here in Dublin. So it makes my heart feel good, you know, just to see old friends again.
The last time you were here was 2019. You called over to say hello to a rock legend here in Dublin. We got a little pic of you here.
Yeah.
This is you with Phil Lynott. The Phil Lynott statue. I believe you were there today again.
I was.
Yeah? I mean...
There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, Thin Lizzy and Phil, they were kind of inspiration starting out.
They came up at a very influential time in my life because we were young teenage boys when Lizzy was doing Boys Are Back in Town and Jailbreak and, you know, doing their version of Whiskey in the Jar. And those things were breaking in America, and they made storytelling, you know, fun.
And you were saying that, you know, that Lizzy sound was kind of a bit of that stadium energy that you guys sort of harnessed.
No doubt. I was thinking about how many times I've sung those songs over the years. How I learned to play those songs, which is why I learned how to write songs. You know, instead of a guitar teacher teaching you simple scales, this guitar teacher took out the sheet music, The Boys Are Back in Town, and said, watch this. And now you're just like, that was a magic potion.
Look, before there were the stadiums, there were those small gigs starting out in Jersey.
Sure.
What was it like coming from New Jersey, in a band, playing in New Jersey, and this guy walking in? Bruce Springsteen just turning up.
I'm still in high school in that photograph. It's 1979. First time that we, you know, look at the drummer. He's looking at him like it's, you know, in the back there.
Yes.
He's just, everyone's in awe because, you know, he was Bruce, and he was 4 albums into his career at that point. So everybody always looked up to him, and his music is what made the Jersey rock scene happen.
And I mean, of course, he played Ireland last year. You're going to be playing next year. You guys still take those little car journeys together. Tell us about that.
You know, it started some years ago when we would get together. It'd be at his house, my house. There's always the distraction. Who's coming in? What are you doing? Who's, you know? And we just started taking these drives. No car, radio, no phone, no body. And, you know, you can go for 100 miles and, you know, just catch up. But the cute stories that have now circulated that you see in the, you know, people have posted is we stop for an ice cream cone or a beer somewhere. And there's people, and you're just sitting there, you know, eating an ice cream cone. And they sort of, you know, get a kick out of the two of us being around Jersey.
The double take at the lights. It's like, whoa, there's Jon Bon.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
I was looking back on your career. I mean, there was no plan B, was there?
No.
You, from a really early age, were going to be a rock star. And you were. I mean, even just the smile as we're saying that.
I loved music. I loved the feeling that it gave me. Also, I had the benefit of being that young. When you're that young, you can chase a dream and not have the responsibility of worrying about, am I even going to go to a college, you know, after high school? So because I had cut my teeth at that early age and had written Runaway by the time I was 21, I had a record deal. So I didn't have to fall back, you know, although I absolutely had no plan B. I was also fortunate enough to get a record deal at that age. It's the same record deal today.
Wow. I mean, you know, you're talking there about the power station. I mean, that's, you know, where you recorded Runaway in the power station. You got a job in that recording studio. There you are. You got a job in that recording studio as tea and coffee boy, is that right?
That's right.
which basically gave you a ringside seat to some of the all-time greats.
It's true. I had seen the Rolling Stones or David Bowie. I saw through the window Freddie Mercury and Bowie singing Under Pressure. I mean, crazy stuff.
They let you go into the studio and you recorded Runaway, and that was kind of the start.
Yeah, that was the beginning of it. And I went to see a DJ. I thought to myself, it was really a lightning bolt moment where I thought, who is the loneliest but most passionate person in the music business? And I thought, a DJ. He sits in a dark room by himself, spinning a record, telling you a story, convincing you to love the music as much as he did. I went and I knocked on this brand new radio station's window with the cassette. Played it for him after his shift, and he said, it's a hit song. I said, I know, I think it is too. Fortunately, he put it on the radio in New York, and that's what got me a record deal.
I mean, this is a bit of a pinch me moment for me, because you're talking about cassettes. Whenever I was growing up in Dundrum, County Down, little village, when I was 15, I remember taking my cassette player and actually recording your songs on the radio to play to my Gaelic football team. You have no... this is true.
Thank
right?
you.
It's... I mean, you have no idea how many times we played You Give Love a Bad Name and thought we were going to win and still got beaten. It was so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Were you ready for that level of fame and attention? Because that Slippery When Wet album was just...
Who knew?
Huge.
Yeah, nothing can prepare you for that. And the magic trick was trying to hold on, to that rocket ship. It's 1 in a million that you ever get a record like that. It's 1 in a billion to come back and have New Jersey that followed. In fact, the New Jersey tour started here in Dublin. The very first night was at the Point in 1988. A year after the tour ended for Slippery, we had written New Jersey, came back, and we're back on the road, which was too much, to be honest. It was too much. But coming out here on Halloween night, 1988, just all came back to me, was the first show of the New Jersey tour. And that album had 5 more top 10 singles on it. So we were in a groove.
I mean, the sound was amazing. The look was also very strong, Jon, I have to say. I mean, how much... Let's talk about the hair game, because the hair game at that time was extraordinary. I mean, so there was you guys, there was Def Leppard, there was Guns N' Roses, there was Motley Crue. Who had the best hair game?
Not us.
No?
Not us.
Yeah.
You could see that I'm hiding behind a headband and sunglasses, and I'm starting to get very tired of this whole thing. David looks like he has a big Labrador Retriever on his head. Look at all that mop of hair he had. And Tico with that pompadour. Yeah, these are my baby pictures. I'm sorry.
But I loved it whenever you actually, you cut your hair and people were just devastated. I mean, people didn't want the hair to go solo.
Yeah, well, it fortunately was those kind of things that fueled our having the next chapters. We didn't follow fads and fashions, and we created our own thing.
Right the way through, we were talking before the show about your wife, Dorothea. Dorothea Hurley, by the way.
Yes,
proper Irish name.
Irish.
Strong Irish name.
Absolutely.
I mean, what did she make of all of that at that time?
She probably had more fun than I did. In truth, because we had gone to school together.
You guys met in history class?
In history class, and when we were 18 years old. She'd been on this whole roller coaster ride, the ups, the downs, and the skyrocket. So there were no surprises with her. And that was good for both of us, because you had somebody that you could rely on, and also somebody to take the ride with, and that you could trust throughout the whole course of the journey.
And it's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah. Yeah, no complaints.
Your son, Jake and Millie Bobby Brown, they now have a little baby. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm a grandfather.
How does that feel, being an international rock god and grandpa?
It's crazy.
Does that still sit okay?
It's okay. It's really special. These are the chapters in life that you're supposed to enjoy the most, and I am. It's crazy to see the next generation. I've just gotten used to having the kids around. Now they're bringing me kids. So it's a lot of fun. Jake and Millie are doing great. what my other son Jesse and his wife are expecting any minute now. So we'll have 2 of them for the holidays.
Okay, so there's going to be a bit of a choice then for lullaby duty with Grandpa.
Right.
Yeah.
More importantly, I get the chance to spoil him rotten.
There you go.
There we go.
We talked about The Voice and being back on a big, big tour. And I know it was important for you for that voice to be absolutely right before you came back out again. And what sort of a journey was that?
Hard. It tests you. I didn't lose faith, but I really didn't think it would take this long. Maybe prior to the surgery, if you had said it's going to be 3.5 years, call me then, I might have thought about not doing it. But I trusted in the doctor, and I followed the protocols, and I feel good now.
Well, look, I mean, we are so looking forward to this. There's going to be so much joy in Croke Park next August. We also have this coming out. This is the legendary edition of Forever. So this is the Forever album that you have then gone back in, and you've got some of your friends. Tell us who's on this.
Well, in truth, you know, what happened was it was such a joyous record, and we were ready to tour it with the documentary for the 40th anniversary. And then I said, I'm sorry, guys, I can't. I'm not ready. So using the Beatles song as our motto, I said, with a little help from my friends, if I called Bruce and Joe Elliott and a bunch of friends and said, would you do a feature version of this record? Because the record is good. It's really good. And it didn't get a chance to be heard. And so all of my friends said, we got your back. And it gives us a chance to write a new song, put this album out with the features, and come to Dublin to announce Croke Park.
I mean, come to Dublin to announce Croke Park. It's so good. It's going to be a hot ticket. You're playing Croke Park, John. If you could actually do me a favour, I talked about my Gaelic football team earlier on. They're called County Down. They very rarely get to Croke Park, so this is a little gift. You can just bring this to you for luck. So that's
Thank you.
That's a bit of County Down bad medicine for you. Thank you so much.
Great to see you.
One more time, Jon Bon Jovi.